Count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Janet Jackson.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing really good. It's been an uneventful day, which is good. Just chilling, getting my thoughts together.
It's today it had like a little bit of a storm, just like some rain. Well, not like a storm, but some rain and the wind kicked up, but it calmed down now. It's calmed down.
Oh, it did?
Cold.
It's cold down there? Oh, It was pretty sunny over here. Not too bad. Beautiful, actually. Beautiful weather. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. We are here. I am Robinette Reed, and who are you?
I am Amina, and I am a relationship coach. I help guide you to clarity. Quit laughing. I'm trying to get this down pat.
Okay, go on.
Hold on, let me start over now.
Go ahead, take 2.
I am a relationship coach, and I help. See, now you didn't threw me off. Now I gotta do it again because I didn't figure it. I thought I had a little feel down. I help.
Take 3.
I am Amina, and I am a relationship coach. I help guide you to clarity by looking at conflict from a different perspective.
Wow. Okay, there you go. See, 3rd time's a charm. Oh, everyone, as you enter in, please tell us who you are, where you're watching us from. Please like and share the video. We are so excited to get into these various conversations because we've come for fun and to add our voice to the other voices, Amy.
Absolutely. We want to add value to everything that's going on right now because we have something to say. We have something to say too.
Yes. Oh, we'll go ahead and do our disclaimer and then we'll do our welcome song. We are not representing any church, any entity, any job. We are representing our own selves. These are our own thoughts. And I'm representing Robinette Reed, and you are representing
Amina.
All right. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Come on. Come on. Clap your hands. You forgot the song?
No, I didn't forget it.
Candid Conversations with me and my sister. Candid Conversations, won't you join in with us? Candid Conversations with me and my sister. Candid Conversations, won't you join with us? I go to church.
Yes, you have to go to church. Oh, you didn't go to church actually on the end of this one.
Yeah. There it is. There it is. We are here with Candid Conversations. And Amy, somebody said, oh, y'all be having some good conversations. They like, y'all be talking, getting into it. I said, yes, and we want you to join in with us. So if you want to join with us and come on live and share your viewpoint, I'm going to put the link right in the comment and you can just click that link and it'll allow you to join us live because we want to hear your input. So let me go ahead and put that link over there now. And then we'll just keep uploading it again so that everybody can come in if they want to share their viewpoint live. And if your hair ain't done, your makeup ain't on, we're not worried about that. You can just turn off the video and we'll hear your voice.
Yes, we'll just hear your voice and don't be afraid to come on. We want to hear what you have to say.
Yes.
So last week we mentioned that we wanted to honor different people for Black History Month. Mm-hmm. We had a suggestion to talk about someone local. Mm-hmm. I didn't find anyone local. I was at the last minute looking for something. I'll be more prepared next time to find someone local because I do want to do my research. Mm-hmm. But we are honoring Stagecoach Mary. So today we honor Coach Mary, an entrepreneur, pioneer, and gunslinger of the Wild West. Born Mary Fields in 1832, she was also the first African-American woman to be employed by the United States Postal Service. Standing at 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, she enjoyed cigars, whiskey, and her pistol. Knowing her way around rough terrain, Mary proved highly valuable, but not just for her gunslinger ways, but her
Mm-hmm.
strong work ethic. The term
Okay.
through rain, sleet, or snow is accredited to Mary. Her route was one of the most reliable. She is honored in Montana to this day.
Okay. Amy, I had never heard of Stagecoach Mary.
Me
So I
either.
was I was like, okay, here's a new person that we can investigate and honor her during this Black History Month. And it's everybody, I don't know if they're excited about Black History Month like we are, Amy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But if you're excited, tell us happy Black History Month. If you are excited with us, we're celebrating all month. We're celebrating all month. We said we were going to select one person every week. And that's what we're doing. Amy, you want to do the video?
Yes, and I celebrate it every day, but this month is especially
Yes.
celebrated.
We
So we're
celebrate.
gonna play a video for you guys about Stagecoach Mary.
Here we go.
Hey there, folks. Santee Theaters of the Ghost Traders here. Stagecoach Mary.
Let us know if you can hear it.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it good.
Mary Fields was born into slavery in Hickman County, Tennessee in 1832. Birth records for slaves weren't kept, so we don't know her exact birthday. What we do know is that she reached adulthood at 6 feet tall, weighing 200 pounds, and tough as boot leather.
After the Civil War, many freed slaves moved north. Mary made her way up there working on riverboats as a servant. She settled in a convent in Ohio where she worked as a groundskeeper. This is where we first experienced the character that helped put her in the history books. After her arrival, a nun asked her how the trip was, and she said that she was ready for a good cigar and a drink. Mary was known to hang out in saloons and even get into a few fights now and again.
Look at Mary.
She was gruff and had a temper.
She was rough and
God
stuck.
help anyone who walked on the lawn after Mary had cut it. In 1885, Mary went to another convent in Montana to nurse a nun and a friend back to health. Due to her behaviors of drinking, smoking, and almost getting into a shootout with a janitor, she was asked to leave.
You have to live the life you were born to live.
Well, then, I guess I'll be a stagecoach robber.
Climb every mountain,
Oh, no, not singing.
high and low, far away.
Wearing men's clothes and doing odd jobs in the Wild West suited Mary all right, until 1895 when she got contracted by the Postal Service as a star route carrier. Her job was to deliver mail by stagecoach and protect it from bandits and highwaymen. Mary was the second woman in America to have that honor and the first African American woman. She could also hitch a team of horses faster than the other people who applied for the job. Now, I couldn't find a photo depicting Mary driving an actual stagecoach. In all the photos I see, more of a wagon. But Wagon Mary doesn't have the same ring to it.
Stagecoach Mary.
Stagecoach Mary, is it? Proper name's Mary Fields. Well,
In her tenure, she drove that stage through the worst weather, over tough terrain, and got the mail to its destination. If the road conditions were so bad that the coach couldn't get through, she carried the mail on her back. Toting a rifle, a revolver, and a tough demeanor, outlaws usually didn't want to mess with Stagecoach Mary.
I bet you $1 I could knock you out in one punch.
Women weren't allowed in saloons in Cascade, but Mayor D.W. Monroe gave her special permission. Maybe he was too afraid of getting slugged or shot to enforce it.
One punch, $1.
And what about this sprightly poodle who's
She was
also
rough.
fond of baseball and would frequently go to the games and award team members with bouquets from her garden. Those that didn't play well, she punched in the nose.
Look at her. She punching everybody.
No, sorry, that's not true. As tough as she was, Mary was generous and loved kids. When she retired in 1903, the Cascade community revered her and even closed the schools to celebrate her birthday. Stagecoach Mary died on December 5th, 1914. So many folks attended her funeral, it was one of the largest the town had ever seen. Montana-born actor Gary Cooper remembered Mary from his youth and said that she lived to become one of the freest souls ever to draw a breath, or a 38.
Well, folks,
That's it for the history of Stagecoach Mary, a fascinating pioneer woman. Thanks for watching.
All right. Your volume, Amy, is gone.
I believe she was actually 60 years old when she applied for the post office, and she was able to hitch those stagecoaches faster than anybody. And
Wow.
she was 60.
Yeah, that's true. We celebrate her. We honor her this month. We highlighting her, learn somebody new, because we always think of Martin Luther King.
Same old.
The same old. So it's good that you find somebody else to honor.
Yeah.
And we do want to say hello to Christina. We see you, girl. She said, "Gangsta, bout it, Mary." Yes, she was gangster. Then hello, Darlene. Thank you so much for joining us. I seen Mom come in, Amy, and then I seen her leave. So we'll see if she comes back. Not sure.
Maybe she's having some kind of technical difficulties,
like she did last time. All right. Go ahead, Amy. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Well, I know you had brought up the Trump impeachment.
Yes.
Now, as everybody already knows, I usually don't follow that closely. I know the basics, but I usually try not to get too tied up into that because I have too many things to think about. So from what I understand, he got acquitted today.
Yes, he did. He got acquitted, which we kind of figured that was going to happen anyways.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. They always find a loophole somewhere in every
girl. Unlike you, I've been tuned in every day. I'm at work put the thing in my ear so I can follow what's going on with this here trial. And they had a whole bunch of drama and theatrics, and so much so it make me want to be a lawyer. I put that on my wall. Make me want to join in and
go ahead and do it. I'll be there to support.
I'm just teasing. But yeah, if you let them, they will take you through some drama and some emotional roller coaster. But as we all suspected, Trump was acquitted again. And it's funny, Amy, how after all the evidence is right before our face, we all seen it. She's back on the screen, Amy. All the evidence, we all witnessed it. We all watched them invade the Capitol. We watched it with our own two eyes, Amy. And they still said, we know he's guilty. This is what Mitch McConnell said, Amy, after it's over. We know he's guilty. Yes, he incited, yes, he did. But because he's out of office already, it's a moot point. That's what he said. But then he opened the door and said, well, we always have a criminal system, like telling them you can try him again as a criminal in the criminal justice system. I said, you know what?
They're not going to do that.
No, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it.
Yeah, they'll find a loophole for that too. And we need to start finding loopholes. We need to start finding loopholes that's in our favor because it's legal.
Girl, they spent all this time doing this 5-day trial, always knowing that the man was going to get acquitted.
They knew that from the beginning. He has the best of the best, top-notch lawyers.
Hey, those lawyers weren't all that. Those lawyers was messed up.
They were messed up. They won.
But it wasn't about the lawyers. It wasn't even about the lawyers. It was about they were going to stick to their party lines no matter what, no matter if they would have presented a live witness that said, yeah, he called me on this day and told me to go down there and told me to set this up. No, they had already predetermined in their mind that what we're going to do, and we're going to stick together on this, and we are going to vote together no matter what.
All the time. That's the way it runs. That's normal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they still went through the whole theatrics of it all, I guess because they wanted the world or America or the United States to hear this side of the story. And then you can make your own decision as to if you're going to vote for him if he ever were to run again, which I hope not. but supposedly he's supposed to be planning to run again in 2024 something crazy. And so I don't know why they just wouldn't close the door on that, but hey, what can we do? What can we do, Amy?
Found a loophole, and so it worked out in his favor. And they knew that if they waited until he was out of office, that it would be a moot point.
Well, see, that's the hypocrisy. Amy, can we look up that word hypocrisy? Can you look it up so we can dissect this piece by piece? Hypocrisy.
All right, hold on.
Then you can share that, and then I'll put it on there. We got to look at this hypocrisy, you guys. The hypocrisy of it all is too much. Did you find it?
Oh, I'm pulling it up right now.
And the reason why I say hypocrisy, there it is. You ready? Because
don't act like y'all don't be doing that. Try to remember how to spell it.
Are you ready?
Can you see it?
Okay, here we go. Hypocrisy. Amy, can you see it good on your screen? Can you see it good on your screen?
Let me see if I can see it. It says a feigning to be what one is not, or to believe what one does not. Behavior that contradicts what one claims to believe or feel.
Yes.
A false assumption of an appearance of virtue or religion.
Oh goodness. It says,
were you still reading it?
Yeah, going back to it. You know, we got to read stuff 2 times to get the,
right.
To be what one is, nor to believe what one does not. Behavior that contradicts what one claims to believe or feel. It contradicts. Okay, let me take that off. So the reason why I said that there was hypocrisy, because Mitch McConnell, when Nancy Pelosi, their house, they voted that they were going to impeach. They brought it to him, and the time frame was tight. They brought it to him. I think they said it was January 15th. So this happened January 6th. I think by January 15th, they now bring their articles of impeachment to the Senate. Mitch McConnell now delays and says, oh, we're out of session. We can't deal with that, knowing that by the time they inaugurated Joe Biden on January 20th, that they would use that as a defense and say, oh, he's a private citizen now, so we can't try him. So then now here we are. He's the same person. That's why I say hypocrisy. He's the same person who delayed it from January 15th to push it past the inauguration. We know he's out of office. So now he comes up here and says, oh, he's guilty. He's guilty. We know he's guilty. But because he's a private citizen, we can't convict him. Amy, hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. In its essence. And then his speech, let me tell you just some words that he used. He said,
Devon says, what a joke they are, especially McConnell. We have been punked by these so-called leaders again. He couldn't get us out of a bag of...
What'd she say?
She on here.
Wait, let's put it up on the screen so we can see. You know, I ain't got my glasses on. Read it again, Amy.
What a joke they are, especially McConnell. We have been punked again by these so-called leaders again. He couldn't leave us out of a bag of pleat, 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 pleat. You, McConnell, are responsible for allowing Trump to trash the Constitution, allowing such things as a Confederate flag to be waved at our Capitol. Words have power. Done with you lies. I now take a knee to this country and call boop, boop on this country and our so-called leaders.
Oh Lord, oh Lord. Jesus. Amy, girl, you see the anger that people are displaying because of the hypocrisy of it all. And McConnell got up there and he said Trump was a disgraceful dereliction of duty.
Yeah.
He said it was disgraceful. But he did not vote to convict.
And I think it was a senator or something that said he was practically and morally responsible for provoking the Capitol riots. So you had people specifically, one man was up there for about 20 minutes, I saw, and he was giving his dissertation, and everything he said, he wanted him out. So it's like a lot of people were wanting him out, but
they didn't vote to convict.
All 50 Democrats and 7 Republicans voted guilty, falling 10 votes short of the 2/3 necessary for the conviction.
Yeah, they needed at least 17. They needed at least 17 Republicans to join the Democrats and get him convicted to where he would not be able to run again. But of course, here we are again, just like Devon said. Here we are again. Here we are. Here we go again. Round and round, round and round, round we go. Amy, she said, I'm going to let you know. She said, yes, let us, Devon, do you want to come on live? We always invite you on to come and share your viewpoint.
And remember, you don't have to turn on the camera if you don't want to. We could just hear you.
Oh, this is the link. If you want to come on live and share your viewpoint. Mom, are you trying to come on? I seen her going in and out, Amy. Did you see her?
No. I wonder if something's going on with her internet if she keeps popping on and popping off.
Yeah. He called him disgraceful. Go on, I'm telling my kids to go on. He called him disgraceful, Amy. But he did not convict. Oh, Lord. That reminds me of Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran is like, Johnny Cochran could get anybody off, you know.
Yeah.
If it don't fit, you must quit. But Amy, they had some very, very sharp attorneys on the House side, Amy. Very sharp. What's that one lady? Susan, what was her name? Pelosi or something?
Susan, let me look her up.
She was sharp, Amy. She had her stuff together, and I was happy to see.
You said Susan?
She remind you, she put you in the mind of Michelle Obama when you see her.
Oh.
She put you in the mind of Michelle because she kind of reminded me of her. She had her stuff together when she went on that House.
Susan Trump?
No.
Oh no, that's
tell me her name. Hey Steve, how are you?
That's definitely
Steve
not her.
Sanders was in the House. He said jellyback Republicans with no I gotta put that on the screen.
Oh Lord, jellyback. Oh my God.
Steve,
jellyback.
These people are so concerned about turning on Trump voters. So they worried about their next election. They're not worried about the country. They worried about keeping their title, keeping control of their little constituents, instead of concerned about the people and the country. I don't understand. They can't stand for nothing. Oh, they'll stand up for wrong. Amy, they stand strong and wrong. They standing together strong and wrong. And yes, Stephen, they got some jelly backs.
Well, see, they've learned that they have to stick together no matter what.
Why?
Why they have so much power, because they actually stick together. That's why I said we need to take a page out of their book, and we need to stick together and come together too as a unit, so that we can be powerful and start making some decisions around here.
Yeah, they trying to make decisions for their next election. They're not making decisions for right now. Do you see what I'm saying, Amy?
I know, but we still sitting around. We ain't doing nothing yet. So
But
that we have a seat at the table.
But at least one thing we did do is we all voted him out of there. That's for sure.
I think he voted himself out of there based on what he was doing.
Girl, we voted him out. We went to the polls.
Because they had a lot of people who wanted him to stay in office. They had, all across.
It was about 76 million. I think it was about 76 million people or 75 million people voted for him. But we outvoted them no matter what. Okay, let's see what Devon is saying.
Look what Heavenly gave me.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day. Devon says, what a slap in the face. Once again, the country has disappointed me. How embarrassing the Constitution and the rule of law defiantly lost today. Despite overwhelming evidence, our leaders are a bunch of clowns. The Republican Party continually preaches, do as I say, not as I do. Remember, you can't confirm a judge in your last term of office. They made the rule and then they broke it. They voted against impeachment today. The shoe was on the other foot. We all know what will happen. Girl, she just said a whole mouthful.
Yes.
She just said a whole. Devon, don't let them disappoint you. I'm tired of letting these people disappoint me.
Well, remember a few episodes back, I had mentioned the Constitution, and we need to actually read that Constitution. I started reading it and see how you could use it for your benefit. The parts that I didn't read. I ain't read the whole thing yet,
Well, that's with anything. You can read anything and use it for your benefit, Amy.
What did Steve say?
Steve says they worry about being elected again, but Trump is going to hurt them. You are so right, Steve. You are so right. Because Trump is out for Trump, and they are worried about getting Trump voters. So they don't want to do anything that's going to ruffle up their feathers. But in the end, he's for himself.
Oh, yeah. He's for himself.
There's no unity in the Republican Party. That's why a lot of them are leaving the party and crossing over. Oh, I think he's challenging what you said, Amy. You said they together.
I do think that they operate as a unit because they are running. I mean, I'm talking about not necessarily the Republicans. I think the people in power, they know that some things are being done that is not right, but they have to come together in agreement. Or even if they don't agree, they still agree and they move as a unit to make whatever decisions they need to make. That's what I think. Even if it's not in our best interest.
The Republicans, some of the Republicans are disgusted with this Trump, these new day Trump Republicans, and they are leaving the Republican Party and they're coming over to the Democratic Party because they said that Republican Party has changed. It's not what I represent. It's not what I'm for. Nothing. So now they're jumping ship and coming on our side. That's what he's saying. So he's saying
they're still running stuff. They're
not running stuff, Amy, because the Democrats control the House and the Democrats control the Senate. The only reason why they acquitted him because the Senate was they played as the jury. The Senate is the jury. Is that say that right? Jury, jury, or whatever you say. So that's why they were the jury and they had to get those votes. But we have the control right now. You saying they have the control. The Democrats are the controlling party right now.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Why are you saying okay?
I say okay.
Y'all, why is she saying okay?
We need a seat at the table. That's what I'm saying.
Who
Black folks,
Amy.
we need to get in there and we need to start making some changes.
Amy, but Joe Biden has just put as many women, black people, to the highest level of the cabinet that we've ever seen.
He's making. I mean, there's some changes being made. We just need to get more in there. We need to be more.
So we are at the table. We are at the tables. He even put a transgendered person on the cabinet where he's trying to get them confirmed. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that?
The transgender?
Yeah. Let me see what else they're saying before we open that bag of worms. Wait. Okay. He said people are crossing over. Devon says, well, that's a Senate. That's a Senate was the jury. Bleep. They were there. That's why they didn't need no witnesses. They were the witnesses. Was the jury. They were there. They didn't need any witnesses. Well, yeah, they were the jury and the witnesses. They were because it happened to them. Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
Yeah. They found a loophole. He got off. He'll be back. We're gonna see him again. Basically.
So what do you think about? You said that we're not at the table, and I'm saying that Joe Biden has put the most diverse
progress, right? But we still don't have. I'm talking about as a black people, we don't own absolutely nothing.
I'm not talking about owning,
Robin. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about we need to get in a position of power.
Absolutely nothing.
Position of power. We need to get into a position.
You said we don't own absolutely nothing?
Yeah. When I look at my town, it ain't made by us. When I look at this house that we have built, it ain't made by us. When I look at this I mean, I can just go down the line as far as us being.
But we own stuff.
We do, but not as much as they own. Not as much as they. Are you reading what he said?
I'm pulling it up right now. The power is in the people of them being reelected. After January 6th, a lot of the Republicans changed parties. The Democrats are more unified at this time. Yes, that's what I was trying to expound on. That's true. The White House was made by us. Most of the country was made by now they challenging you.
We made it, but we don't own it. We made it. They getting the benefits from it though. We not.
Okay, let's see what this person, Alan, is saying. The reality, and let me tell y'all, Amy is trying to make y'all think, and she wants you to come out and be controversial. So keep the comments coming.
Keep the comments coming.
You got to prick a nerve in order to get some response. The reality is this time around, majority of the senators voted to convict him 57-43. Unfortunately, he was acquitted because they didn't get that so-called supermajority of 67. That's true for the ultimate conviction. The truth is Trump's acquittal doesn't exonerate him of his crimes that everyone saw live on camera. You are right, Alan. Mm-hmm. You are so right. Because we all seen it with our own two eyes, I think that's what they were looking for more than a conviction. They wanted the country to say, look what this man did, knowing that the Republicans weren't going to get the supermajority that was required. But we all saw it. We all saw the shenanigans, and we saw them supermen on the side of the wall climbing up the fence like some animals. Let me stop.
I'm telling you, it was like a movie to me because they got the Secret Service, the CIA. That place is so locked down with security. How did they let that happen? But anyways,
girl,
I digress.
Dereliction of duty. That's how. It's grateful and deceitful. So Devon said, real talk, we would never get the credit that we deserve. Amy, go ahead and read that.
We will never get the credit we deserve. And if that was a group of Black people that stormed the Capitol, we know if President Obama was president and had inside of that type of insurrection, it would be a whole other outcome. Some of us are just tired of country's rhetoric that we will believe revolves around race and privilege, no matter what you do or what crimes you commit in this nation.
Wow. It would have been a totally different outcome, Amy.
If
President Joe Biden came up and said that it would have been a total different outcome had those people been Black. He said it out of his mouth.
That's why they throwing out all these hints and they speaking in code and all that kind of stuff. And they know their code, because I was watching something about the impeachment, and whatever Trump said, the people in that group, the people in the government, they knew what that term was. They knew what that line was, and that it meant to sick them.
Yeah, he said stand down, or stand by, or stand down.
Or about to steal something or something. So
steal the vote.
Us, the average folks, we ain't gonna know that was code for ABC.
Stand by or stand down.
They all know the code words and stuff.
Oh, when he said stand by and stand down, he told the Proud Boys and the white supremacists stand by and stand down. They started making T-shirts and putting it on the back of their shirts at his rally, saying stand down, stand by, like be on the standby. That's what they were standing by for January 6th. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Mom says, when the rules are broken without objections, then the rule is no longer valid.
He said the rules are set up for you.
That's good, Mom. Still expect our leaders to have a backbone. Well, Stephen already told us that they were jellybacks. Stand up for the country in the Constitution and treat everyone equally under the law. Oh, God. Amy, they have never treated everyone equally.
Under the law.
Never.
They have, like, laws to protect. You have the ADA, you got the equal opportunity and all that kind of stuff. People still do whatever they want to do unless someone sues.
Well, they create, Amy,
they'll do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, they'll create a law just for you.
Yeah, that's what Mom said over here. The rules are set up just for you, and you're right. They create it.
Just like when I guess they were trying to wash out a lot of votes in Georgia when Stacey Abrams had lost her run in, I forget what year, just recently. They had come up with new laws to cause people not to make sure that their votes weren't counted. You see, so people in this zip code, well, they washed all their votes out. They created a law just to keep themselves in power. Oh wow! Let me put this on there. Okay, Mom's here. We're gonna let her come on, Amy, and she wants to join in on the live and say her comments. Two wrongs never make a right. Steve says Trump can still be convicted criminally for the insurrection because he is a civilian now. That's true. That's what Mitch McConnell was saying, but I don't know how likely it is.
I don't know how.
I don't know how likely it is that they will do that. I'm not sure. I don't know. All right.
Loophole for that too.
I'm sure. Amy, let me bring Mom in live so she can add her voice. Hello, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Can you see if her mic?
Come on live. You can come on and we'll let you say your piece. Mom.
Uh-oh. We having a repeat?
Mom, you're on there.
I heard her say something about, can y'all hear me or something?
Hello? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Tested that out.
Yeah, we tested it out. It was working. It was working. But I don't know what's going on now.
Make sure your volume is turned up. Did you hear something?
Okay, we can hear you.
Can you?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Mom.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, Lord, y'all.
We can hear you. Let's type it in here. Where do I type this in? Where do I type it?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello.
Why can't I type in the comments? Type in the comments and let her know we can hear.
Oh, Lord. Mom, we can hear you. Oh, I don't think it's going to work, Amy. Bless her heart. Y'all, bless her heart. I don't know what happened. Let me take her off. Well, we tried and we tried.
Well, you said you tested it out with her before this.
Tested it, it worked. I'm not sure what's going on at this particular juncture, but she got off again. So, Steve, yes, he can still be
working. Tell her it was working, Robin.
It was working, Mom, but you couldn't hear us for some reason.
No, you're gonna have to type it.
Okay, let's see what the people are saying, and we'll get down to that.
I don't know why I can't type.
I can type. Okay, let's see what people are saying. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Yes, he can still be convicted. Let's see what happens, Steve. I'm not sure if they're gonna try him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting if they do try him.
And stand down and stand by. Yes, that's what they said. Stand down and stand by. We have 4 years broken rules. Yes, we did. Don't be mad when we take a knee to protest. It's no violent, no words or destruction of property. Oh, I think she's talking about Kim. What's that boy's name?
Kaepernick, when he took a knee.
Mm-hmm. They thought that was just out of this world to do that.
And they controlling. They still controlling.
Mm-hmm. Bay Sim says, we can hear you on Etna. It's not working. It was working, but I don't know. I don't think she can hear us.
Did you type it in there and put that it is working?
Yes, I said we can hear you.
But if she can't hear us, she can't hear you say that. You have to type it in, don't you?
I don't know. So if anybody else want to come in and add your voice live, you can just click that stream and we'll bring you into the live feed.
Steve, you want to come on the live?
Yeah. In order for them to try Trump as a criminal, it's going to be real hard because they rarely put ex-presidents in prison. They'll get a pardon before they'll put him in the prison.
I think Crystal Smith. Crystal, no, you did not.
What? What'd she say? What?
Crystal is Bay Sims.
Oh. Okay. Bay Sims. Okay. Hey, Crystal. Thanks for joining. Steve says Georgia is doing a criminal investigation right now in regards to the phone call Trump made to the Secretary of State asking him to come with 11,780 votes for him.
Bay Sims, she needs to get on there and talk.
That's true, Steve, but I don't know what's going to come of it because they don't never convict. And then he'll be looking for a pardon.
So what are they going to do once they discover? What is Georgia going to do once they discover they come up with something that's that they're able to make a move on it? Is like, are they going to make the move to convict or not convict, sue, like charge criminal charges? Like, what is Georgia going to do? I wonder once they come up with a.
Well, if you remember, we already listened to the recording of that conversation that Steve is talking about. They recorded that and they put that on the news. We heard it already, and they haven't done anything thus far. So their investigation, they have the evidence. So I'm not sure what'll come of that. I'm not sure either. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you said bring me on. Okay, Steve.
Right, come on.
Okay. All right. Steve, can you click that link that I just put on there?
His YouTube link. Did you want? Oh, you put both of them. Okay.
Click that link, and let's see if you can come right on. I'll try to send it to his messenger. Let me see if it'll let me send to his messenger. Oh, Steven.
He said it's not there.
I'm trying to send it to Steven Sanders. It's not. Oh, there he is. Steve, check your messenger. Check your messenger. I sent you a link to your messenger. Mom says there are many lawsuits in progress right now. There are many lawsuits in progress right now. There's so many people, Amy, that got so many different lawsuits trying to get Trump. But I don't know if anything is going to be successful. I'm not sure.
He's still saying it's not there. Maybe it takes a little while to show up on his end.
That's the same one, Amy.
Oh, it is? Oh, I was looking at the time and it said 5:46. Okay, it's the same one.
There we go. Let's check your messenger. Yes, it's a sticky situation, Amy. They got a lot of lawsuits that have been pending for years. Even since people been waiting for him to get out to sue him. I don't know. We'll see what happens. What do you think about that? I know we're still talking about that, but we never talked about that transgender that's in and that they're trying to get Biden's. Well, I can't even say it.
Biden's
trying to get nominated for his cabinet.
Oh, I don't understand what the big deal is. Like, are they having an issue because this person is transgender?
Yes.
What difference does it make? Are they saying this person have to pick a side? What if the person was a hermaphrodite and have both sexes? And there's people that have that. You don't know, unless you was, intimate with them or whatever. Nobody knows those type of things. So it's like, what difference does it make? I honestly,
see, as long as the person is qualified to do the job, Amy, let them do the job. For so long, it has been one race of people in those kind of positions. Just one race. Only white men can do this particular job for some reason, in this particular status. Now that has been, they just breaking up the fallow ground, Amy. They breaking up the fallow ground, and they are putting, he said he was going to make it look like the United States of America, and that's what he's doing. He's making it look like the United States of America because they have transgendered, transsexuals.
Is transgender and transsexual the same thing?
I thought the I don't even know for sure, but I think the transgendered people, I don't even want to say it wrong, I'm not even sure. Aren't those the people that just dress like the other, and they actually have the surgery?
Is that a transvestite?
Transvestite.
I don't know. Look, let me go and get out of that.
The transvestite. What is it?
Let me tiptoe. Let me tiptoe out of there because I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, the transvestite is the one that has the two different
let's look it up.
Organs.
Let's look it up. No, I thought that was a hermaphrodite.
Isn't that the same thing?
Yes. How do you
Amy, Trump has so many unqualified people in his cabinet doing things in positions they had no business doing. They have no background, no knowledge, no education to be there. Like Betty DeVoe, trying to run education, don't have a bit more sense than a man in the moon. God forgive me.
Oh Lordy.
I just think God forgive me.
Robin. Show it on the screen so we can see what the definition is.
Oh, okay, transvestite. What's a transvestite? A person who dresses in clothes primarily associated with the opposite sex, typically used of a man. So, see, that's a person that just dresses like the other person. They didn't do any.
Okay. And what was
surgery.
the other word?
Transgender. I don't know if that's the same thing or just a new modern term. Transgender. I don't have my glasses on.
It says denoting or relating to a person whose sense of personal identity and gender does not correspond with their birth sex. So they look in the mirror, even though they may be a woman, they look in the mirror and they feel like they're a man.
Okay.
Even though they look in the mirror and they see a woman, to them, they feel like they were born the wrong sex.
Okay, what about a transsexual? They may all be the same.
Denoting or relating to a transgender person, especially one whose bodily characteristics have been altered through surgery.
Okay, so that's the one who's surgery.
To bring them into alignment with their gender identity.
Okay. Amy, now I want to say, and I'm just talking. Now, those ones, all those men in all those years, there had to be a white male to hold that position all these years in the cabinet, correct? Mm-hmm. We don't know who left out of that place and wouldn't put on the dress behind the scenes. Amy?
They know,
but we don't know. But now in this 21st century in 2021, they'll let you know and be proud of who they are, Amy. So now you can see them. Now you see them everywhere. And so why is it that now we have to judge them on some benchmark higher than we put the other ones?
I don't know. To me, it doesn't even matter.
That's my whole point.
It doesn't matter
if they want to disqualify that one because she's the first one that is boldly putting on her whatever she putting on, or had surgery, doing whatever she did. But you know what I'm talking about. You know who she is.
Yeah, I mean,
she's boldly doing it, but we don't know. We just judging her based upon what we see, but we don't know what the other ones were doing behind the scenes. That's what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying, but even that, and just to piggyback on that, we don't know who at one point probably was a different gender and had the surgery years ago before the surgery became even popular. We don't know. There's people that go through those type of things, and when they are a teenager or whatever, because things were different. I've seen a few different documentaries. Especially if they were born with both sexes, and then the parents made the decision to have them a male or a female, and you don't know who they were, that can get deep.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. As long as you are qualified for the job, let them do the job. I'm trying to look for Stephen Sanders' email address and I can't find it.
So Bay Sim said, so dress versus identity versus surgery. Yes. So
Yes.
one group, they dress of the opposite sex. One feels that they identify with the different sex that
That
they
was a transgender.
Yes, and then one is they actually had the surgery
Mm-hmm.
to match how they feel
Mm-hmm.
based on what they feel inside.
I mean, that can open a can of worms, Amy, so much so in the church, because the church could be a very, very, very judgmental place.
Could be.
I'm just saying that it could
It
be.
is
It
not.
could be. It can be. Let's say it can be.
It is.
Well, I'm not saying everybody in the church. That's what I'm saying. Can be.
Some people. Some people.
Mm-hmm.
Some churches.
Mm-hmm. It could be a very judgmental place. And when we put down that kind of, because I used to be very judgmental myself. And you remember, I used to be very, do you remember?
You still got some judgmental ways that, you know.
But I'm not nowhere near as judgmental as I used to be.
We've gotten better. Let me let y'all know, we've had some debates. You hear me? We didn't went around and around about a whole lot.
So as long as we show Christ, Amy, as a Christian, our responsibility is to love, right?
Yes.
Our responsibility is to love. And that's why I like that scripture. And I can't quote it, but it'll say, and they will know that these are my disciples by their love. Love. That's what Michael Jackson, Love. He always was about Love. And so if we choose just to love everybody, then we'll be all right, Amy.
Mm-hmm.
Everything will be all right. If we put down them doggone swords and cutting up everybody all day long, have them bleeding, Amy, in need of some sutures after we get through cutting them up and beating them up with our tongue, then we'll be getting somewhere.
Well, and the deeper question is, do you know what love is? Everybody has a different interpretation of what love is. Like we all get on the same page and understand what that is. Not loving your group of people, you're this, you know. I mean, we can that conversation right there could get deep too.
Well, see, Amy, that's why I like to look at Jesus as our example, Amy. And I'm not preaching, I'm just talking. Because remember, Amy, Jesus he sat with the prostitute. Remember, he talked to the woman at the well. Everything that the church judged, he did. Do you see?
Speaking of that,
he was showing love.
He was speaking of that. You know, Pastor Jamal Bryant, he got people were in an uproar because he was in front of the strip club endorsing people to vote. I think it was endorsing, but people were having such a uproar. The pastor shouldn't be nowhere near a strip club. A pastor shouldn't be, and it's like, you know,
maybe he don't need to be in front of the strip.
But you just said that's where Jesus was. He would be with the strippers. He would be with you. You just gave that example, and then you have a person or people that are going out there doing what Jesus did, and they are being criticized for it.
Yeah.
It goes back to the church people being
judgmental. Some people, some. Pastor Jamal Bryan, you know, he's been a hot topic, so they probably using that against him.
They are.
So I don't know.
Oh, yeah. See, Steve Sanders, why in the world haven't you got on here yet?
Where's he at?
I don't know what. Why haven't you got on yet?
Hey, Steve is right there in Atlanta. He knows.
I
know. He right there in Atlanta.
Go ahead and get on here.
Devon said, I sent you the link, Stephen.
You put the link in the comments too.
I put the link in the comments. Let me see. You know what you can do, Steve, is copy that link that you see. Copy it and put it in your search engine and it'll bring you right over here. This link right here.
That's what we should have said in the beginning. Copy and paste.
Copy that link, put it in your search engine and it'll bring you right to us. That's probably the easier way. We should have said that, Amy.
We should have said that, gave those instructions from the beginning.
Devon said, why not transgenders? Wait. Why not transgenders? We are allowed mental illness. What? We allow Trump to run around.
Why not transgenders? We are allowed mental illness. We allow Trump to run around like
quarantine on Adderall.
Chewing them like they cement, huh?
Amy, that's too much for me to handle.
Well, you know what? If does Adderall calm you down?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to. Well, if you got if you got hyperactivity, then that's supposed to calm you down. But it speeds people up too.
It speed him up then.
Oh Lord, have mercy. That is too funny. Woo. Babe, I hope this is taped so I can catch the end of it. It's getting juicy. It'll be there. Don't worry. It'll be on our wall. You can catch the end. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, send me the link. Okay, Devon, click this link.
Copy and paste, put it in the search engine.
Can y'all see that link? I'll send it to her email or her messenger too, and maybe she'll be able to see it. Okay, Devon.
Look what Steve Sanders said.
What did he say?
You have to click the next one.
Where?
The comment.
This one?
Yeah.
Jamal's looking for attention. It could be. He stays in the spotlight.
Sometimes they can talk about something that went on and it may sound bad, but it actually works out in your favor.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna send
in the people to you. Just send the people.
I'm gonna send Steve the thing again, Amy, so that he can try again. Because there's no reason why he's not getting it. Okay, I sent it. Okay, let's see. Oh, Amy. Yeah, but it's true, Amy. Jesus did, he did what like Jamal's doing.
He said, go ahead and email it to him.
Oh, okay. Okay. Devon put the StreamYard there. Okay, be real.
You should be able to copy and paste that, right?
No, it's not gonna let me.
Okay.
All right. Because we got to hear what he got to say, Amy. We got to hear this. I want to hear this. You guys, we want you to come on. We want to hear what you have to say. Be real. 49 at Gmail. Okay, I'm gonna send that right on over. Be real 49. Amy, reset the room. Let them know what we're talking about.
Okay, so just to get you guys up to speed, we've talked about many things. We've talked about Trump's acquittal. We've talked about Joe Biden working on getting someone of a transgender into what position is that?
Into the cabinet.
Into the cabinet. Mm-hmm. And people are kind of in an uproar over it for whatever reason. I don't know. talked about Black History Month, and we honored Stagecoach Mary, and we watched a video on it. So right now we're just having a conversation about Trump and different things that's going on.
Amy, they on.
Okay, we're talking about different things that's going on in the world, and we're just having a conversation about it. So you can join in with us.
You ready? Here's
Yeah.
Steve.
Hey.
Hey, Steve. How are you? Steve, you got so much to say. We got to hear it from your mouth.
We got to hear what you have to say.
So what you want me to say?
Okay, let's start first with, hold on, let's go back.
Like I said, Jamal Bryant does want this attention.
I can feel that.
He go somewhere and sit down and get in his prayer closet and get delivered. What more do I need to say?
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Well, we talked a little bit about that before, but Amy, ask him a question about the politics.
Oh yes. No, he had a comment. I was looking back at the comment. Where is that comment? Okay, so you said we talked about the Georgia doing a criminal investigation right now.
Yes.
They're doing a criminal investigation right now.
So what do you think they're going to do once they discover that maybe there was some kind of...
They're looking at the extent of what they need to do as far as bringing him to trial.
Oh.
To convict him. Because with that, in that conversation that he had with the Secretary of State, Raffensperger, he basically was telling him to interfere with the election.
Mm-hmm.
That's against Georgia law.
Wow. So do you think that they're going to actually get him to trial, actually put him in jail?
They're coming for him.
Really? Because you're right there on the ground in Atlanta. So I know you got the post, your finger right on the post.
It has already made it to the Attorney General office.
What?
Okay. Yeah, they're coming for him.
Oh wow.
He pissed he pissed off the governor.
Mm-hmm.
And he also pissed off the Secretary of State, which the Secretary of State said, "I'm a man of integrity, and I must do what I was voted in to do."
Wow.
And that's uphold the law.
Mm-hmm.
So even though your request and trying to intimidate me and threaten me,
mm-hmm.
it won't work because I must do what I was voted in to do.
Right.
People, and as he stated, the people voted me in.
So at least he's had a backbone. He's a Republican, right?
Yeah, he's a Republican. He attacked the governor and the Secretary of State, which are Republicans.
Wow. Well, that's good. That's why we need to be in tune of what's going on, because I didn't even know that was already all the way up to the Attorney General.
And see, and Amina, you were talking about the Republican Party. The Republican Party is not together. The Republican Party is split.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, they're having different conversations amongst different Republicans about what they're going to do with the party, or if they should start a new party.
Mm-hmm. I heard about that.
And then on top of that, Trump don't care about the Republican Party. Trump only can care about himself. So Trump is trying to start a Patriot
Party. Mm-hmm.
And Senator Lindsey Graham is supposed to be going to have a meeting with Trump, which I was reading today, that talking about he wanted to meet with Trump to tell Trump to back down.
Well, let's not get on Lindsey.
Because they're going to need him come 2022 when a lot of these senators and people are up for re-election.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what they don't understand is Trump don't have the pull. And even though he got over 73 million people to vote for him in this election, all those people were not Trump supporters.
Right.
They voted because of the party, or they voted because they didn't like some of the policies that Biden was talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you notice, the Republican Party, all they talk about it, and every time they bring it up, they talk about abortion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not for abortion, but when do we get to the point where we tell people a woman what to do with her body?
Right.
But we're not telling nobody else. Just like y'all
Mm-hmm.
talking about the transgenders, they're not telling them what to do with their body
Right.
and telling them that they can't go and change and have their sex changed.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you want to tell a person that, okay, this is all that the Democratic Party is doing? If you're
Mm-hmm.
there to serve the people, are we going to make laws to stop them from doing certain things?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Because you have to look at a lot of these women that are having abortion. They're not having abortion because they were out there having sex and got pregnant and then don't want the baby. A lot of them are being raped and molested and everything
Mm-hmm.
else. So
Mm-hmm.
do we want
Mm-hmm.
to have a bunch of kids in the system where they're going to be in foster care, and and a large number of these kids in foster care are being abused and mistreated?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you saying you rather have them to go and have these babies and put them in foster care
Right. Right.
for them to be abused? Because a lot of these people that are foster parents, the only reason why they want them is for the check.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can open up a can of worms on that one, because that is
It's all
a lot of
about the
people.
check, because I've heard too many people talk about it.
Me too. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
We just focus on
And
the
these
check.
and so you're sitting here and looking at that, but that child, look at the mental state that you put in that child and put in that child through. The stuff
Mm-hmm.
that child has to deal with these foster parents who don't even care or love them.
Mm-hmm.
They only love the check.
Wow.
That's true.
So I mean, you have to look at a lot of the reasons why the Democrats are for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you say you're here to serve the people, and the people are the one that elected you to be in office, then you can't be discriminatory toward their belief and stuff.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh man.
You have to be open-minded to how other people think
Yeah,
and
and
what
that's the
they
reason
believe.
why a lot of people are having a problem with some of the stuff that Biden doing with the one of the guys that is gay, I think it is, that he put
Yeah.
on his in his cabinet and all that stuff like
Buttigieg.
that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's the only one that's gay in the cabinet. Come on, get out here.
So you got them old farts that's sitting up in that Republican Party right now. Probably half of them are molesters and everything else.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Pedophiles and predators and everything else.
Yeah.
Old perverted white men. And half of them folks up in that Senate, they so old, they about to be in their grave. They need to go ahead and give up them positions and stop trying to live in them.
Yeah. They need to put some restrictions on them. Steven
Put
said,
some restrictions, girl. They need to put some restraints on them. Or put them in restraints. Because they loony as a tune.
oh, God. That's funny.
So,
oh, wow. That is so funny. Well,
but the thing about it is you have to look back at the Bible, and when the Bible talked about the kings, the wicked kings and stuff like this, God is going to deal with Trump. A lot of people don't understand this. God is the one who controls who's going to be in office.
Yeah, yeah.
Trump messed up, and Trump got beside himself, and started considering himself more higher than God. You heard, and you see what happened to Lucifer.
Yeah.
And so the bottom line is this: Trump is going to have to pay for what he did during office, because and as well as the Republican Party and anybody else, they did not hold him accountable for the office that he held.
Yeah.
So Trump is thinking that, oh, he's scot-free and he getting by with all this stuff. He not, because he has not dealt with God, has not dealt with him yet. And when God starts dealing with him, then you're gonna see. And then because of the position that he was in, God gonna openly reveal everything and deal with him openly.
Yeah, we seeing it unfold now.
So because it's not only just Georgia that's coming for him. New York is being very quiet, but New York is ready for him, and they have a lawsuit for him, criminal lawsuit for him. They've been sitting back being quiet right now, but his day is coming because New York is after him.
Wow.
That's the reason why he didn't go back to New York.
And he went over to Mar-a-Lago.
That's the reason why he went to Florida, because he know he's not welcome back in New York.
Wow.
And they better watch out, because Melania, she's very quiet and stuff, and she ain't saying much, but she got a lot of dirt on him.
Oh, I'm sure she got a lot of dirt.
Oh, and yeah.
Barely speak English.
You know how to put them consonants and vowels together so we can figure it out.
You know, she make all Michelle and ask her to help her.
You better leave my husband alone. My husband. He's that.
Don't care about him. You see when she got off that airplane in her muumuu dress.
You are funny, Steve. You are funny.
Did you see the expression on her face?
Which one?
Is that what she had something saying on the dress?
The day of the inauguration, when they flew them to Florida, and when they got off the airplane in Florida, the reporters were there, and Trump was talking to them and stuff like this, and she was walking by him. She pulled her hand away from him and walked away and gave this look at the cameras like, you know, I done had enough of y'all for 4 years, and I'm fit to go and get in the car.
Wow.
They like they don't normally be holding hands and stuff anyways.
Don't like him.
They got a contract marriage probably.
She don't. No, that is too funny.
She used to be a stripper anyhow, so.
Oh, Steve ain't right.
And he had like he more married to his daughter than he even married to her.
Oh, wow.
You know, Trump is sick. He's sick-minded. That man got mental illness.
And you got your tea?
Huh?
Amy, you sipping on your tea?
No, this is water. I do have some tea over here. I do.
Trump got some mental issues. Yeah. How in the world could you sit up in that White House on that insurrection and watch some people do all that they did and be in there and enjoying it?
Yeah. I don't understand that either.
And the thing about it is God gonna deal with every one of those Republicans that did not hold him accountable. And I'm sitting here like, your life, y'all could have gotten killed if they would have gotten to them. And you're gonna sit there and go along with this man and say that it was not constitutional for them to do the impeachment when that impeachment happened while he was in office. That trial could have started while he was still in office, but McConnell is the one that held that back because he was control over the Senate.
Wow.
Majority leader. So he's the one that held that back to after the office.
Yes, he did.
Up and say that it was unconstitutional for them to impeach him. No, it was not, because he was in office when it happened.
He was. He was in office when it happened, for sure.
That was done on purpose.
Yeah, it was purpose. And then you his little speech that he gave today. That man is just a hypocrite as it can be.
That's what we started off with, hypocrisy. We define hypocrisy based on what he did today.
I mean, because you sit there after all of that, you could have got before that in that impeachment trial, before they voted, and came up to that mic, and the very thing that you said, you could have said it then, which could have dissuaded some of those other Republicans to convict him.
Yeah.
Because they basically said you had the voice. But when you sitting here, what can Trump do to y'all? Trump is just a man that is crazy as anybody that walk around there supporting him.
He can't do nothing.
That Trump cult.
The only thing he does is get on. Well, he used to get on Twitter and talk about you, call you names, but that's it.
That man is crazy. That man is losing his mind because he can't go on social media. He gotta make his own social media.
Yeah, he probably come out with something soon.
Or use somebody else's.
Yeah, that's so true. That is so true.
But that's y'all voted him in, so
Oh,
y'all.
no, you didn't.
Who you talking about?
No, you didn't.
Who you talking about, Steve? You got the wrong one.
just
I
like,
didn't.
just like all them prophets that got up there talking about that he was gonna win.
Oh my goodness.
No, you didn't go to the prophets.
Yes, I did, because you know
Oh.
what? You know what? My pastor's father said. He said, "Tell my pastor, you tell those prophets to stick to the word of God and stay out of politics,
Yes.
because that's not what God called you to do.
Mm-hmm. That's so true.
To
That is so true.
prophesy politics when you don't have control over it unless God told you, then you don't know. And when you sit there and say God told you that, you lied on him.
Mm-hmm. That's a scary situation.
It was so interesting to see how many evangelists. How you say it? Evangelicals.
No, what about that Paula White and her Ikanaka?
She dispatched the angels from Africa.
No, that girl was doing witchcraft. That was witchcraft. Because I said, I have not heard no tongues like that before. Where them tongues come from? Why do you need to call the angels from Africa when all you have to do is go to the Almighty God? Who is the creator of all?
Call on Jesus.
We need to call on the angels of
Call
Africa.
on Jesus.
When there's what did he say? Every knee shall bow according to his name.
Yes.
And everything they have to submit to his name. So why are we calling on the angels from Africa?
I never understood why she was calling on the angels.
Well, but did you remember the statement that she made about about those in Africa? Or Trump had made about them. So why you calling on them when Trump?
Yeah, he talked about their countries.
Yes,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, you sitting over there, and then the thing about it is God gonna deal with her because she was his spiritual advisor.
Yep, she's a spiritual advisor.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Wow, Steve. Well, thank you, Steve, for coming on.
We appreciate all of your knowledge.
No, I mean, you over there supporting those Republicans talking about they unified. I want to know what your eyes were seeing and what your ears was hearing.
Well, white is actually white people in power, period. That's what I mean.
Well, you know what? White people in power are going against each other nowadays. Ain't nobody loyal to nobody.
That's that Trumpism.
And that's that Trump cult. And see, the thing about it is that basically what people don't understand is that when Trump came into office, that folks are sitting there saying, but basically all God did was uncover what America is all about.
Yeah, that's true.
The land of the free. The land of the free is bound. And we got a lot of issues that we need to deal with, and we still have not dealt with them.
Yeah.
Even in the midst of them 4 years being under Trump, we still, and now we under new leadership, and we still acting a fool and still walking around here with our racist mindsets and everything else.
Yeah, that's true.
And we have racists.
Even in the midst of a pandemic, we still have not learned nothing.
Wow.
Well, we have racism within our own race.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. We'll get it together one day.
We hate to see our own race advance and be productive.
Yeah.
We just like crabs in a bucket, tearing each other down and stuff, and it's sad.
Yeah, we'll start lifting each other up.
We need to come together. We need to get on the same page. There's some teaching that needs to take place. I don't know. Maybe we need to read Dr. Claude Anderson's Powernomics.
Maybe.
He said maybe.
get on our knees and pray and get delivered.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Mm-hmm.
we ain't on our knees, and we sure ain't praying, and we sure ain't in the word. So we, and when you don't know the word, you can't pray the word, let alone know what to go to God for.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's the reason why these doors of these churches are shut down,
Hmm.
and a lot of them ain't gonna reopen. And if you notice, there's been a lot of leaders that's been called home.
Yeah.
God take it.
Lots. Mm-hmm.
There is
Lots.
there is a shift in the church,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
God
yeah.
and God is bringing up new leaders,
Mm-hmm.
ones that's going to serve Him and listen to His voice and not to man's voice or for their own agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of these pastors were on for their own agenda. It wasn't about Christ. They use His name,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't. But they don't have a relationship with Him.
Wow.
You getting deep.
But you shouldn't ask me to come on.
No, we like deep conversations. We like it.
That was real good.
We like it.
Real good.
So that's the reason why. And then on top of that, God didn't tell us to close the doors of the church. And we sit up and said, well, we have to obey the law of the land. There's no law of the land that says that the church cannot assemble or the people cannot assemble.
Mm-hmm. But I think they was just
In the Constitution, it states that there's no law that can be made as it pertains to religion and faith.
well, I think in the beginning of the
It was just the matter of the pastors laying before God and seeking His direction as to what they needed to do before they closed their doors.
well, in the beginning of the pandemic,
If God told them to close the doors, then close your doors, because our church never closed our doors.
Mm-hmm.
And not one of our members, because of our pastor being obedient, has been tested positive for virus.
But I think because in the beginning of that pandemic, it was new and people were,
Yeah, and the thing about it is,
expect.
and the thing about it is we still got to trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not on our own understanding. But He said, in all thy ways, we cannot take God out of the equation of nothing that is a part of our life, our church, or anything, or our relation with Him. We have to acknowledge Him in everything.
But Steve, just because they closed the doors don't mean that the church was closed.
Direct our path. He would have told us what to do.
Did you hear what I said? I said just because they closed the doors of the church don't mean the church was closed, because we are the church.
Yeah, we are the church, but the thing about it is that guess what's going to happen when those doors reopen? They're not coming back in.
Mm-hmm.
A matter of fact, a lot of these churches that are doing their church services on stream or on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, if you go on those pages and look at the people that are actually watching it, and these are and you look at, these are mega churches, and they may have 150 people watching their services. These people have went on and doing their own thing. They're not thinking about no church.
Some of those churches be having like 5,000, 10 people watching, streaming. So they're reaching more people online than they are in the church.
Some of them are, but some of them are not.
Yeah, they have both.
The ones who I think that are not, they're the ones who's not on board and getting up to date with technology and figuring out how this new normal is going to be.
Well, it's not the new norm.
This new virtual.
This virtual thing is not the new norm. We're making it the new norm, but is that what God actually wants? Because you got to remember the word of God. He still said, "Fail not to assemble thyself."
But you can assemble on, like we're assembled right here. We're assembled right here.
But are you reaching people? Because a lot of these people on their live stream is not getting a legitimate number as to how many people actually were watching a service from the beginning to the end. You got people that may came on, there ain't nothing going on this, and move on to the next one. So they're not really watching your service. You just got a number.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. But I firmly believe that there is something about going to the churches. There is something about gathering with the saints, but you can gather online. And I
Yeah,
can be blessed. I can be blessed online.
we are the church, and
Mhm.
when the scripture talks about that, he's coming for his church without a spot or a wrinkle
Mhm.
or blemish. He's talking about us.
Yes.
But the thing about it is this: it's the church in us,
Mhm.
and do we really have a relationship with him?
Mhm. That's why you got to have a firm foundation. You got to have a solid foundation. If
And
you don't have no solid
that's the reason why
foundation,
people hollered 2020 was
Mhm.
the most horrible year. Everything went wrong. I'm like, well, what world was you in? Because things were going fine for me.
Me too. Me
Because
too.
guess what? I'm still in good health. I, I
Mhm.
I I ain't missed the meal. Can't you see how fat my face done got? I got this corona fatness on me.
Oh man.
and God has provided for me financially. So
Mhm.
I'm sitting here like, what was so bad about when we were in a
Yeah.
pandemic and stuff like this? But and even in the midst of the pandemic, I trust God,
Mhm.
and He didn't fail me. So
Mhm.
how did He fail
You
you?
never fail.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of deaths and all that stuff like that,
Mhm.
and everything like that. But the thing about it is, if you look at it, every year we deal with it at the end of the year and the beginning part of the year, a lot of deaths.
Mhm.
So to me, it ain't nothing new.
Yep.
And a lot of these people wouldn't be dead if they would have just followed the guidelines of what the CDC told them. A lot of these
Mhm.
folks was out there still doing whatever they wanted to do.
That's true.
Sit your butt in your house and get yourself together and get your business in order.
Mhm.
And stuff that you hadn't been doing, get it done. If God put a business in your spirit, then work on getting that business together.
Mhm.
I mean, because here in Georgia, a lot of people have started new businesses in the midst of a pandemic
That's
Mm-mm.
true. That's true.
because they sat home and they became focused.
Mhm.
The year of 2020 was for us to become focused, to
Mhm.
strengthen our relationship with God, and also get our own business together, and also spend time with our families because we don't forgot about
Mhm.
our families because we too busy doing everything else that we
Yeah.
forgot about our kids and stuff. And our kids, we wonder why our kids are acting a fool and stuff because we ain't spend time with them.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Hmm.
Very true.
Well.
But I took enough of your time, so I don't want to. I don't want to take over the Robinette and Amina show.
We definitely want you to come back.
Oh, is it the Amina Robin show?
No, it's the
Okay.
Candid Conversations.
All right now.
It's
He reading
Candid
right
Conversations.
here on the side.
Oh yeah, Amy and Robin.
Yeah,
Thank you so
but
much. Steve.
but y'all enjoy and be blessed and everything like
Yes,
that. And
You too.
you
and
too.
you over there in Vegas, right,
Yeah, I'm in Las Vegas.
girl? I don't know what you're doing over there.
We enjoy. Look, I agree with you. Nothing bad has happened to us over here. We're learning. We're getting focused. We've gotten focused. We're focusing on the good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're
That's
focusing on the good.
that's all you can do.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why that 2020 was also an opportunity for you to get rid of some of that dead weight that had attached to you.
Mm-hmm. Sure enough. Sure enough.
Relationships,
Mm-hmm.
friendships, somebody ship.
Mm-hmm.
We have a whole other show about that.
Yeah, we'll come. We'll bring you back.
Specifically, we need to have another show about that because that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Relationships and weight you had to let go of during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. All
But
right.
y'all have a good one.
You too.
You
Bye.
too.
All right.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh wow.
That was good.
Let's bring Devon on, Amy.
Okay.
If she's still there. You there, Devon?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
Doing?
Hey, Devon.
Wow. No, I'm just calling foul. I'm calling foul and everything. Everything going to work all day, talking to people, want to vomit. I just can't. I mean, it's just too much.
Yeah. Girl, don't let them people get you to vomiting and stuff.
Well, I mean, they just it's hard. You got to work all day and, work with people and patients. And I swear every patient everybody needs a little counseling too. So it just gets, at the end of the day, you kind of like, dang, I wish I never knew.
Yeah. Yeah. So how did you feel about that? I know how you feel, but tell us how you felt about that acquittal again.
I just really feel it's just ridiculous. I mean, there was so much evidence. There was so much common sense with the whole issue that it made them look dumb.
Yeah.
It just, the fact that you can't, that is obvious. It was in your face. Letting this man get away with it. It was like we voted him in, and then we had the plague, case after case after case after. It was just 4 years of hell.
Yeah.
Always something with that man.
That is so true. It was always something.
And it was embarrassing.
And even as he was exiting, he still had some drama he had going on. It's like, golly.
And your other person was talking about the expression on Melania's face. I've never seen an expression on her face. He's like, did you see the expression on her face? I'm like, I have never seen an expression on her face. Nothing move.
She just squints her eyes.
It's the same Botox look every time, just straight at you. Saying like she's modeling, just looking from crowd to crowd, person to person back. No matter what he's saying in the background, sounds stupid.
That is true. That is true.
That they're just
support. That's it.
Say that.
I said her job is. He probably told her job is to support him. That's it. Did she speak?
Yeah, she speaks.
Yeah.
She speak. Like, how Michelle was really.
She got up there and did speeches.
Yeah, she did, anti-bullying on cyber campaign.
Talking about her spouse.
Yes. I'm sorry. I just have a negative attitude.
Oh, gosh.
Just more disgusted. I'm just more disgusted with the whole. I'm glad Arizona went blue. I'm definitely glad Arizona went blue.
Me too.
But I did have, a lot of respect, and I wasn't a Democratic voter that always voted Democratic. I was always independent. So I always, I was able to, vote in between and pick. And I just feel like I wasn't even able to do that on this, last election.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel even, I don't know, just completely abandoned by any Republican values that I thought I even associated with.
Oh, so you were a Republican?
No, I was never a Republican. I was an independent, but I did vote for, different Republicans. Like, I like John McCain. There's a lot of people that were in the Republican Party that at one point I really had respect for, Colin Powell, things like that. And so now at this point, I'm just absolutely so disgusted with
the whole party.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think the Republican Party is even the same as it was back when McCain and who would you say, Colin Powell, all of them were a part of it.
People that I was able to, certain senators, congressmen, certain things that I could actually, vote for. There were people that were here in the community that were representative of the Republican Party that I could, agree to disagree or, even agree with. And now I just don't even have any, I don't know. I just feel absolutely lost with everything they.
So are you leaning more towards Democrat now?
Yeah, the last ticket I voted was absolute Democrat up and down the ticket.
Yeah, I've always been a Democrat, but I don't stick with party lines. I may go back and forth, but for sure, I always want to vote for the person that I think is the best fit too. I agree with you on that.
When you vote for like the judges and all that, do you look up these different judges and do your research? Because that's what I do of doing. I have to look them up and see if they get in trouble and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I really used to with the voting, like I used to get the extra ballots. I would always go to the polls and vote myself, but I would let one of the ones get mailed to my house so my children could actually go through and vote and look up all the judges and all the representatives and all the things like that before we'd vote. This last election, I was just so I was just so disgusted after everything.
Yeah.
There was absolutely no way that I would put, it's like I have the right to question your judgment now on everything. And if that was your, then no.
Exactly.
I have the right to question if this was your judgment to vote Trump in and you're on this and you're representative of it, then I have the right to question your judgment at this point. And so, no.
Yep. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it too.
Yes.
I'm a hardworking person. I'm someone who will work, 2 jobs. I do crazy.
You work 3 and 4 jobs.
I know working crazy nurse hours and having my own business and all of that stuff. But,
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
But yeah, they got me with this one.
Girl.
You got all of us with this one.
Okay.
Me and Amy, I pulled up a video from 4 years ago, and me and Amy was sitting up there shaking our head when they put Trump in there, and we still shaking our head when they putting Trump out.
How did they put him on the ticket? It was like, whoa, okay. I have the right
to posted that video, Amy. I already posted that video.
I didn't condone this.
Oh yeah.
To question your judgment. Sorry.
Yes. Well, thank God he is gone. Bye. Sayonara. He's out.
But he's not though. And that's probably the greatest thing that he has done by being president, is that he helped us to now self-identify those radicals and those people that will not vote or make a conscious decision as we would want those who were honoring and respecting our Constitution or going with to make ethical decisions on such things. It self-identify, I call too much BMAT 22 gene, who said that? Bill Gates, with the radicalness, of what's really out there, and where it's from hatred, racism, sexism, elitism, a lot of isms.
A lot of isms.
A lot.
When you peel that onion back, then we all our eyes gonna start crying.
We gonna see and we gonna have to see all them layers. We didn't realize it had all that inside there, all that nasty stuff up in all that. Right?
Yep.
Exactly what's happening.
Yep. Man.
Vomit.
She's still vomiting.
Vomit. I want to turn around and be like, Exorcist. Oh, you're one of them. Let me go this way.
Good Lord. Devon, thank you so much for calling.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes. It is nice to hear your voice.
Yes, we haven't talked to you in so long.
Yeah, it's been, we work crazy hours and I've seen a whole lot with this virus. So
I'm sure we'll be praying for you.
It's not a Democratic hoax.
It is not. I hope you got your vaccine by now.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh, you working on it?
Start on that one.
You praying or what?
Me too.
I already got mine, both of them.
Low key, I'm scared.
Well, you know what?
Don't be scared.
I was talking to this girl online, and she was telling me that she works at the hospital. So she had the vaccine. She had to prepare her mind before she had it done. And even after she had it done, she felt like it overtakes you.
What overtook her?
Just the whole thought, the fear. Even though she had it done, she still had fear. And the fear was overtaking her. So she had to literally do things to calm her mind down.
Yeah, I got other kinds of fears right now.
What are your fears?
Who, me? I don't trust the government. I don't trust Congress. I don't trust Senate. I don't trust the people.
I see
now they want me a vaccine. I don't even trust nothing. No, you can't get nothing right now.
Well, there's 1 million people have been vaccinated in Arizona now.
That's good.
And you in the front line.
I know, I sure am every day.
You should have your hips up there being the first one getting it.
So blessed, and I have not gotten it. I haven't gotten sick. No one in my family's gotten sick, and
That's good.
I am serving positive patients every day.
Yep, I know.
Wow.
That is so good. I never got it either, but I still got that vaccine. But do your research whenever you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
When you feel comfortable, go on and
trust in the world, so they can't.
I hear you, girl.
I'm still researching too.
Look.
do your due diligence.
Oh yes.
It does hurt your arm, but that's about it. It hurt my arm, but hey, I'm cool with it. I was kind of excited. I was excited.
That they're gonna come out with. I just don't even know. The new
with these new variants. You're supposed to get that vaccine so that you can have coverage for those new ones that are coming out.
There's a lot of people excited because the same girl that I'm telling you about, she signed her parents up, and they were just
elated. People can't wait.
Happy.
Because we want to move to the next episode.
Yeah, I know we do, and we need. I don't.
All right.
A lot of death from it too, so it's a hard subject with me.
Yes, it is a hard subject. I definitely agree with that.
You need to do a show just dedicated to that.
Oh yeah, we could. We could. We got 2 subjects that we can talk about.
Okay, we sure can. I know we talked about the vaccine, but we can talk about the other side of the people that have lost loved ones, and we can dig into that. You call back then when we get to that day, okay?
All right, we'll do that. Good talking to you guys.
You
nice
too.
Good night. Bye. Have a good night.
Say hi to your parents.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Bye-bye.
Go during the pandemic. So we're going to be talking about the weight you had to remove during this pandemic in order for you to move to your next level.
Okay.
And then Steve brought that one. And then Devon brought just talking about the death and loss of loved ones during this time.
That probably could be a combo. That could be a combo day, Amy.
That is a combo. I think that is a combo one.
All right, Amy, can you believe that we've been on this here live almost 2 hours? Amy, we usually stay on 1 hour, but it was getting so deep.
Yes.
And so she said she come back for the juicy part. You just come back and watch it to the end, Crystal. Come back
or fast forward to what you missed.
Oh man, Amy, it's been a very, very enlightening night.
Yes.
It has been so, and I've had a lot of fun. I don't know about you, but
I've had
very
fun. Very fun.
Provoking.
Huh?
What are you doing?
I was like, very fun. It ain't very fun. We had a lot of fun.
Yes. So thank you all for joining us. Please like and share this video. We see you. Thank you so much, Steve, for joining us live. Thank you, Devon, for joining us live. We appreciate it. We just want more and more people to come live. And Mom tried to come live. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, all of the people who tuned in. We appreciate your love and support for coming and listening in. Don't forget to like. We need those likes to go up. And you guys have a wonderful night.
Have a beautiful night.
Amy, let's go on. Everybody clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. Amy, I'm singing into my mic. Candid Conversations with me and my sister. Candid Conversation, won't you join in with us? Candid Conversations with me and my sister. Candid Conversation, won't you join with us? Yeah.
So you guys have a good rest of the week.
Yes. We'll see you next week. Saturday, 6 p.m.
Same time.
Mountain Standard Time. Take care.